Woohoo, and we're
Hey,
live. All right. Okay, guys. Aloha. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so distracted because of our awesome guest today.
going right to the
Aloha.
outro? Wait a minute.
Okay. Aloha, guys. Welcome back to my channel, Mermaid Nina, here with our weekly live with Who Dat Travel with Nick. And we have an extra special guest today that Nick and I are uber geeked about. We've secretly been talking about him before he even agreed to come on our show because we're both huge fans of his YouTube page. So if you guys haven't experienced what Teacup for One is all about, please go ahead and check out his channel. If you want some thought-provoking, fun, Disney-ish, Hollywood-ish, Shakespearean-ish stuff, go ahead and check Matt out. But go ahead, Nick, what are we doing today? Do you want to introduce us? What's
Absolutely.
going on?
What's up, everybody? It's Nick from Who Dat Travel. And just to let everybody know, I'm Nick. That's Nina. That's Matt. And between all of us, we have 7 degrees. There you are, Matt. So if you don't get that inside joke, please go check out Matt's channel, Teacup for One, and you will get that joke. So we'll just leave that there. But what we are doing today is we are doing, we're going to talk about pops. And what I mean that, I don't mean for you of us. Yes, exactly. We're not talking about Pepsi, Coke, or Sprite. We are talking about Funko Pops.
But I was prepared to talk about Sprite and Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay, that's going to be a real short one. Actually, well, we could do it. But
all right, start over.
All right, starting over. Well, Funko Pops, I'm going to be, I do this a lot on these. If you guys don't realize, I reveal a lot of things. One of which is I don't have any Funko Pops.
What?
So I am a newbie at all of this. So I am going to ask all of those questions that everybody wants to know that haven't been into this game. So, hey, Charlie McQueen Toys. Hey. So we're going to be talking about Funko Pops. Now, I know a little bit about them. I'm not going to lie there. I did a little bit of research. I can't actually just go into this blind. But those two are going to be doing most of the sharing of their collections. And you know what? I do think they're cool. We've got R2-D2, a reindeer R2-D2 above us. So, they're fun. Well, it's in the name, Funko. They're bobbleheady. The child. This is the way. But without further ado, Nina, you've talked a little bit about Matt, but Matt, we'll let you introduce yourself if we haven't covered, enough already. So if you would, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we'll get into our icebreakers, and then we'll get into our Funko Pops.
Absolutely. Well, hello, friends. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees. I'm from Teacup for One. Like Nina said, my channel's pretty well a mixed bag of just all the stuff that I really love. So I just kind of identify the types of YouTube videos that I like watching that don't exist yet, like ones that just analyze certain Shakespeare plays or equate them to Disney movies, or certain things about theme parks that I just find really exciting. And I kind of use the channel as an excuse for myself to watch and research a ton of my favorite movies and Shakespeare plays, which are 2 things that don't normally go hand in hand, but I feel like if I love them so much, there must be other people that love them just as much. So yeah, I've started off by doing a series comparing The Lion King to Shakespeare's Henriade, because lots of people think Lion King is Hamlet, but it's not. So that was like the thing that I was very passionate about. And then I did a couple of videos about how King Lear can be equated to the first Thor movie, but then sometimes I'll just talk about the history of Disney movies. So I did a video all about the history of Belle and her legacy and all the different artists who've kind of continued her to grow as a character 20 plus years after the movie was released. And then other times I'll just talk about my favorite things at the Disney parks. And yeah, it's just very much a mixed bag. And I like to drink out of my teacup.
Now, Matt, real quick, can you discuss Disney Sea?
Disney Sea. Oh my goodness. I can start to. It's one of those things.
Very quickly, because remember,
good.
we only get like an hour and we got to go through Funk Pops too.
Okay,
so.
deal. Yeah, so Disney Sea. So it's the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. And so anyone who's been to a Disney theme park, I'm sure you're very aware that there's immense thought and theming and storytelling that goes into absolutely everything that has to do with the Disney park. And so now they've kind of grown to a point where if there's a ride that doesn't, that's not based on an existing Disney property, so like the Little Mermaid ride, etc., they now kind of have worked them into this interconnected backstory called Sea. Look, it's the Jungle Cruise Funko. I want him so badly. And the whole concept behind Sea is that it's this society that's centuries old of intellectuals and artists who have explored the world over, and they come into conflict with each other, and it just provides a blanket backstory for a ton of the more adventurous rides like the Jungle Cruise, Expedition Everest, and it's really big overseas. Yeah, Disco Yeti! Woo! And so one of the ongoing series I have on my channel is my theory that Disney is like very slowly building towards a new cinematic universe, kind of in the vein of Marvel, but based on Sea, so that they can bring all of these rides that don't have movies yet to the big screen or the streaming screen, if we're going in that direction.
Well, and now, folks, if you haven't figured it out, you need to go watch his channel. So without further ado, let's get into a little bit of the icebreakers. You know what? I'll start. So with Matt, what our icebreakers are is we'll ask a random question, usually Disney related, and just answer whatever you feel. Ooh. So my question for you guys today is, if you were to be quarantined, because, well, we all had to be quarantined here, unfortunately, in one of the Epcot worlds, so
you mean countries?
The countries, yes, the China, Japan, etc. If you had to be quarantined in one of them and only eat their food, you stay there, eat their food. That's the only country you could be at. I think we have Nina's answer already.
You like my little dance?
Well, since you're doing it already, what is your answer, Nina? Verbalized.
I'm going to go with Mexico. Because it's yummy, and I love the culture, and I love Donald Duck.
Oh.
What?
And you have the tequila bar.
I don't drink tequila, but I love me some guacamole.
Okay, fair enough.
And nacho chips.
All right.
Coco.
And Matt, how about you?
I mean, Mexico for me would be a very easy choice because I do love the Mexican Pavilion, but I think I'd have to go with France / pretend Paris. Just purely speaking in terms of food, the patisserie and boulangerie, as I like to say, has like just so much food that I feel like I could go almost a month and still not have tried everything, or if I do get to that point, I won't be sick of anything. If we're talking in terms of entertainment, there's not one but 2 films in that theater now, so I could learn about France, but also like get my Beauty and the Beast sing along in. And if like there's characters to be quarantined with, you've got a pretty fair assortment there.
All right.
Yeah. Plus, Ratatouille might be open. Like, who knows?
And if it's not, you can at least break in.
Exactly.
All right. Well, real quick, mine is going to be China, because you've got the shop there that has all of the other things, the drinks, the really ornate. Why can't I think of it? It's pure sugar. Cotton candy. There it is. Sorry. The really ornate cotton candy. That, and I really don't get tired of Chinese food. So it was either that or Japan, because my wife was saying that she could do sushi for at least 2 months straight. So, so that's my one. Nina, let's head over to yours.
Okie dokie.
Oh, she's got it written down even.
She has it written down. Oh my goodness.
It's official.
All right. So if you could meet a princess or a villain at Disney, what would it be and who would it be? Like, which character are you like, I want to meet them? Doesn't have to be an existing character. Could just.
You always you get the good ones here. I'm trying
I know
to
Nick loves princesses, so.
Oh, absolutely.
They're his favorite.
See, my problem is little man right now with the princesses, whenever he meets them, it's just like, it's another girl fussing over me. I don't care.
Oh, my son loved him. He would blush like he was going on his first date or something.
I'm sure that's coming, but at 14 months.
Oh, we got an answer. Charlie answered. Good pick, Charlie.
Maleficent, nice.
Maleficent.
Yeah, I think I have to go.
You go, Charlie.
I think I definitely want to go for one of the villains. And if this is this like in my ideal world, or do I need to pick from the pool of those who I can actually meet in the parks?
No,
because
any ideal.
It's your dream. Who would you want to meet? Would it be a villain and a princess, and who?
I want to meet Ursula. I want to see the tentacles at work.
Hold on, I just have to do this. Pathetic.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Pathetic.
Pain. Yeah, I want to meet Ursula, and in my imagination, it's kind of like an aquarium meet and greet. So you get to meet her like behind the glass, but then she'll like pop up above the water to actually talk to you, and then the tentacles can just kind of come out, and you can shake hands.
See, I'm a scuba diver, so I'm sitting here going, I'll just go to her.
That too, or that works.
Wow, I'm still thinking.
You didn't answer yet?
No. Oh, wow.
You want me to give mine?
Yeah, go for it.
I have two.
Yeah.
I would love to meet the old hag from Snow White.
Okay.
So she can poison me with her apple and I can come in and sing to her.
I was going to make a mother-in-law joke, but we'll just pass.
You can. Is she watching? Mother-in-law, are you watching?
No.
Nick's making a joke.
Sometimes the joke is just saying that type of thing now. So.
My other thought is similar to Matt's, but I would like to meet.
Nice. Vanessa.
How come Vanessa doesn't come about? She's in the movie. She caused problems.
It's true.
Why aren't we meeting Vanessa?
We should meet Vanessa. Yeah.
She'd be an easy person to meet.
Mm-hmm.
She could come out for Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah.
Disney, I know you watch my shows because all the rides that I said should get refurbished, the next week you closed them. So now
it's meant to be.
I need you to find Vanessa and tell her to start meeting guests. Just saying. All right, Nick, you want to meet the Yeti? Who are you going to meet?
Yeah, the Yeti.
Yeah, there we go.
Villain or princess?
Villain or princess?
Do their heads move? No, because I don't want to.
Some of them,
yeah. Moves.
Vanessa's does. Yeah, more often than not, their heads will move unless there's something really big, like in terms of hair, impeding their movement and like hitting the shoulders and stuff.
I love her even more now.
I know.
Come on, Nick.
I'm failing miserably tonight. So we are going to, you know what? Because we were talking about being quarantined, I'm going to have to go with Rapunzel. I have not actually met her yet.
But she's so delightful. She taught me how to smolder.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go with that. And you know, my son digs blondes. It's hilarious. So we'll go for one for him too. So all right.
Here's a bobblehead for you. Star
So
Wars.
Disney Time Podcast. Hey, Matt, thanks for telling me about Marvel and Star Wars being bobbleheads.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Yeah, fun.
He was on our show last week.
Oh, really?
Oh, look, apparently he mentioned you in his last video. I've mentioned you in 2 of my videos.
Oh my gosh, I need to get I'm so behind on all my subscriptions. I need to catch up.
Matt needs to catch up.
I do need to catch up. I've just been so busy with my Funkos.
All right,
well,
so
Matt,
Nick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt's turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So your turn, Matt.
All right.
What's your icebreaker?
This is my icebreaker. So kind of in keeping with one of my favorite discussion topics from my channel, i.e. movies based on theme park attractions, what ride do you want to see or would you like to see turned into a film? And bonus, who would you like to see either direct it or star in it or both?
Oh, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't pick the ones that have already been done, right? So Jungle Cruise just...
You can pick a
Rock
reboot, however. You can pick a reboot. He's pointing to a shirt. I feel like you want an Expedition Everest movie.
I do want an Expedition Everest.
So do I.
And I think that could probably go into the Disney Sea universe pretty easily.
Oh yeah, I think Everest is actually part of Sea. I think it's like not majorly, but there's 1 or 2 things in the queue that put it.
The queue. The sad thing is I don't go through the queue that often because I usually have a fast pass.
Yeah,
but
me too.
yeah, but yeah, I think it could be very easily adapted. You know what? I'm sure The Rock could do something in it.
Yeah, when in doubt.
He's already doing Jungle Cruise.
Well, I think
he'll already exist in the universe unless he jumps.
Yeah. So, I'd love to see Spielberg actually.
That's what I was going to say for mine. I want Spielberg for mine.
Yeah. Well, what is yours then? I
want Indiana Jones meets Jurassic Park, but Big Thunder Railroad. With the goat. I want my goat that sits on top to be in it multiple times.
Yes, obviously. You need the goat.
I need my goat chewing his dynamite in the film. No, the animals have not been harmed during this movie.
No.
In the caption.
So wait, is the goat the one that's actually setting off the dynamite for the last hill?
Who knows?
That's a spoiler.
It wasn't explained. But he's
or even exist at Disney World, as we talked about in our last couple. So,
all right, Matt,
what would you like to see? We'll get.
I mean, I guess I'm at a bit of an advantage since I've thought very long and hard about this exact topic.
Cheater.
I know. I honestly, I have to, of all the rides, and I think this is the one that I want to see happen the most, and it's why it was one of the videos I've already done. I want a really good Tower of Terror movie. I like the one that we do have that exists, but even when I was like coming up with my video and my concept, I think you can meld at least the backstory from the Tokyo Tower and then mix it in with the backstory from the Hollywood Studios Tower. Because it's basically like the same curse is hitting 2 different towers, and I think that's fascinating. And I would love to see it directed by Alfonso Cuarón. I think he's just fresh in my brain because I rewatched Prisoner of Azkaban last night, but he's such a good director. And I think he has like this really great balance of like darkness but funniness, which is a balance that the Tower of Terror movie really needs to hit properly, because it can't be too scary, but it can't be too funny, because then you'll just get another Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion, and we don't need another one. Which
was another thought of mine, was to redo Haunted minus Mr. Murphy.
Yeah.
Little question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All right, guys. With that being said, the ice is broken. So let's jump into Funko Pops. Yes.
Funko.
I said Funko.
Just making sure, because it's fun.
It's fun.
Co. It's a fun company.
Well, talking about the company. Now, Matt, I know that you are, from watching your YouTube channels, pretty much as much of a geek as either myself or Mermaid Nina. Okay, me. I was trying to play it off a little bit. Matt, you're geek as well. Are you familiar with the history of the Funko Pop? and where it started in that type of thing?
A little bit, just insofar as like I've watched the documentary that was on Netflix and it's now on YouTube, but I've only kind of like casually watched it. I haven't fully committed to memory, but from what I remember, basically it started with whoever founded Funko. He really wanted like a bobblehead. I think it was a Big Boy, but I'm not positive. And
You
he
are
was able
correct.
to find it. Yeah, he was able to find the Big Boy bobblehead, but it cost like $700 or $800, and he just said that's ridiculous. That's too much for just like this bobblehead of an ad icon of a company that is still like alive. So then he contacted Big Boy and said, "Can I get licensing to make my own bobbleheads of your product?" And then they said yes, and then that just kind of snowballed into them starting a company where they were making bobbleheads of just these characters that people loved from their childhoods for nostalgic purposes. And then that just blossomed even more. And especially, I think when Austin Powers 2, Spy Who Shagged Me came out, that was when it really took off because it was like a contemporary movie that they got licensing for right away. So they were able to release product like that directly coincided with the release of the movie. And then that just snowballed even further into them doing bobbleheads. And then I think they had another line that were called Wacky Wobblers. And then about 10 to 12-ish years ago, I think, is when we got the line that we have now, which are Funko Pops, which are like not the only thing that they do, but the most popular and the ones that I personally collect with like the big adorable eyes.
Which ones are these?
I think those might be mystery minis. Did you know what it was when you bought it, or was it in a mysterious bag?
I knew what it was, and I know it's Funko. It just says made in Vietnam. It doesn't say pop, but I have several.
Oh, are those Dorbs? Those might be Dorbs.
That's what they are. They're Dorbs.
Yes, Dorbs, because there are Dorbs.
Yeah, I was going there.
Yeah.
You beat me to it.
I did it.
So, Matt, and I'm going to use your term here in my vast Wikipedia background search.
Yes.
You are dead on, actually, sir. It was founded in 1998 by Mike Becker in Washington. They sold it in 2005 to the current CEO, and they moved it to Linwood, Washington. And they've been expanding that, and they actually have almost 20,000 rights for different pops or different pops and all of their memorabilia, we'll call it. So
that would be a big collection.
That is a huge collection. Yes. So yeah, it is. They started the current line in 2011, actually.
Okay.
So is when the new pops came out. So speaking of collections, because as I said, I admitted it, I don't have any. But how would you get into it? Where, what is the quintessential like start?
Oh, I think it just starts with being a fan of anything. Like for me, it was a very slow burn, and then it escalated very quickly. Like the first one.
What was your first?
My first, and ironically, the first one I got is the only one I don't actually have in my living space right now. I left it at my mom's place because the first one I got is a flying monkey from Wizard of Oz. And that was back when, I can't remember. It was probably like 2011 or 2012. And for my birthday, I got like a Visa gift card and decided I want to buy something really fun that I would like never spend my own money on. And Wizard of Oz is like my top tier favorite movie of all time. Yeah. And it's always been, and I think this is kind of at the heart of why most people start collecting Funkos is it's not easy to find Wizard of Oz stuff. Like it is a little bit more so than other movies comparatively, but it's an older movie and like it has a very niche fan base. So to find something that was like a current product that was based on my favorite movie, and it was like a flying monkey, which like if you get Wizard of Oz products, it's normally like a tiny porcelain figure of like Dorothy and Glinda or whatever. Like you don't get the monkeys ever. No. I love the flying monkeys.
The reason I'm so excited at that is my son's first Halloween, he was a flying monkey.
That's amazing. You're the best dad ever. So I got the flying monkey for my birthday, and then that was just like part of my Wizard of Oz collection. Then a couple years passed. Then fast forward to whatever year the live action Beauty and the Beast came out, I think 2016 or so, or 17. There was a contest being run by Cineplex, which is the big movie chain up here in Canada, to say like, who's your favorite Beauty and the Beast character? And I wrote a multi-paragraph answer on Facebook about why Gaston is amazing, which I later turned into a video. And then because everyone else just said, I like Belle because of the yellow dress, I like wrote them an essay. So I won. And then the prize was the full line of Beauty and the Beast Funkos. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So now I have
Oh,
more.
wow.
Yeah, so I have the full line of the live action Funkos, but that still didn't hook me. That didn't addict me. What kind of really got me was last year, or about 2 years ago, they came out with the Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary Funko Pops with just like all the Mickeys. And another one of my collections is I collect Disney fine art, specifically Mickey Mouse Disney fine art. So I thought, okay, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of Funko collecting. Little did I know, here I am all these years later. But I just want to get the full line of Mickey. And then that just started me off on Disney Funko collecting. And then this year I started taking pictures of them and discovered there's a whole online community of Funko photographers. And by that point, I already had like a decent sized collection. And now since it's just a thing that I do, I just like will collect any Disney Funko. That's kind of how I restrain myself. Isn't like I pick a specific fandom because like however many licenses you said there are, like it's so easy to just get them for everything you love because they are out there. So yeah, that is me and why I started collecting.
All right. So to be able to collect, besides being, writing essays and getting to actually, have them given to you, where's the best place to purchase them?
Now, there are a lot of different options. One that I really like to talk about is Pop in a Box, because that's like kind of when I decided to become a dedicated Funko collector, and Nina has one. Woo! Well, Pop in a Box is awesome. They're a subscription. Well, you can buy Pops a la carte. Just go onto their website, catalog, and like buy a specific Pop. But you can also sign up for one of their subscription services. So they have a Disney subscription, Star Wars, Marvel, movies, TV, and a couple others. So I signed up for the Disney one. You can pick between like 1 to I think 6 or 7 Pops per month.
Wow.
And then you just pay like the base price. But then the really cool thing with the Pop in the Box subscription is like more often than not, you're going to get a standard size like 3-inch common Pop. But then every once in a while, they'll send you something really cool and surprising. Like my second time, I got this 2-pack of the Dalmatians. And since Pop in a Box has like an agreement with Funko, every once in a while they'll get exclusives. So this is a Pop in the Box exclusive. And really exciting, hold on. This came in the mail like 3 days ago. Hold on, it's really big. They'll send you oversized Funkos.
Oh, wow.
I know, I got Woody.
Woody.
I know, I got Alien dressed as Woody. And like,
wait, that's on my list. They sent you that as your script?
Yeah, they sent me this as my subscription. So I'm just subscribed for 1 Pop a month. It's $14 Canadian per month plus like shipping and whatever. So after shipping, it comes to like 19 or 20. And I just lucked out and I got this guy sent to me.
That's awesome.
He's on my list. He's not in this box.
Oh no, the box was massive too.
Just add water.
Yes, that's it.
I want that one. Maybe I have the mini version in that box.
Maybe.
So, is it worth looking at Amazon or eBay or those types of places?
Well, it depends on which Funko and which Pop you're looking for. Specifically, like your big box stores, you're able to just go and get like whichever ones are currently in circulation and available. So like really good spots to go are Hot Topic, Box Lunch. Granted, yeah, I got the remix one.
That's what I want too.
Box Lunch, GameStop or EB Games up here in Canada. Walmart will have them. And the great thing is that there will be exclusives to those specific stores that you can't get in any other stores. Another great spot to look, well, eBay is the place to go if you're really desperate and if it's a Funko that you just absolutely need that you can't get anywhere else. And that is how I got this guy who was my ultimate Funko Grail, as they say. Yes. And
nice.
Then what I found a lot of success with, which is kind of, it's sometimes kind of risky, although I haven't had any bad experiences yet, is Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist or Kijiji. If you check, I mean, it kind of depends on your community, but at least here where I am, Southern Ontario, there's a lot of people who have like built up pretty good reputations for like buying collections and then just reselling them at PPG pricing or Pop Price Guide pricing, and then that's sort of the good place to go if you don't want to hit up eBay to get something that's not in circulation anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I have noticed when I am down at Disney, the outlet as well will have sometimes have some. Yeah. I purchased one for a good friend of mine who collects them. And they had, I'm trying to remember which ones it was. It was some Star Wars ones, actually, that I ended up picking up for her as a gift. So,
yeah, that's where I got Alice in the teacup.
Who is one
of your favorite? Because that's your collection that you collect, right? You collect the teacups.
I collect the teacups. Yeah, when I went on my most recent trip this past February, like my first stop as soon as I got off the plane is to go to the character warehouse or the character outlets, and then I just happened upon her in the clearance section. She was $24, and I think her normal price was like $50 or something. It was amazing.
Wow.
Right.
So speaking of price, what is a normal price range for Funko Pops?
Normal price range upon release would be anywhere probably between like $10 to $15 or so for like your normal size. So one that would come in, let me find a normal one that would come in like a normal size box. Like this. Yeah, if it's a larger size, like this guy that I got at Disney World, the Skyliner. How much was this? The price tag's probably still on it.
Those are usually $40.
Yeah, these are usually like between $40 to $45 or so.
That's like this one.
Oh yeah, like that. So one of the pop rides. A pop ride is usually like that's when they're in something that's transporting them. Those are usually around $40 to $45, and then every once in a while you get like a really big one, like like this guy, like the 10-inch, and I think his going rate is usually around $50. I know. Well, just wait. Maybe he'll show up in your subscription.
I don't know. And these ones were pricey.
Oh yes, 3-pack. So every once in a while you'll have a 3-pack. I've got one over here. Ooh.
Those are exclusive.
3-pack. Yeah. So this, I think I got it on sale for I think $25, but its original pricing was closer to like between $40 to $50. So anything that's a little bit like more impressive would usually be $40 to $50 or so.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any exclusives?
Yeah. Okay. Where do I start? Well, I got.
So you have a few exclusives.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Nina's grabbing hers already.
Nice.
This one's an exclusive.
Disney Parks. So I've got the Disney Parks exclusive Leota as well. So she's the glow in the dark, and yeah, like Nina said, like it's all about the sticker. I've discovered that stickers are like a huge deal in the Funko community. Oh yeah, and then the pop in the box exclusive. What else? And like to the point where people will order the pops, and if the sticker doesn't come with it for whatever reason, like they will write letters and like just get the sticker so that they can sticker their own box.
Oh wow!
No, like there's, and I guess that's something.
So what does that sticker say, or what does it signify?
It signifies essentially its level of uniqueness, I suppose, in terms of where it came from. So like the Disney Parks exclusive would mean that more likely than not, it actually came and was purchased from the park or from shopdisney.com, as opposed to like the not glow in the dark Madame Leota. I think she had a normal release, or like maybe was just released at Target or like a place that's a bit easier to get. Pop in a box exclusive, for example.
Yeah, Pop in the Boxes has their own.
And it's so pretty, like it's metallic. Yeah. And then you got Hot Topic exclusives as well, which like Hot Topics are pretty much everywhere, but at the same time, like you have to go to a Hot Topic to get it.
That interests me that your Dumbo, the baby Dumbo, was a Hot Topic exclusive.
I know.
You would be surprised. Hot Topic has redone their stores. I actually used to be a store manager back in the teen years. And they are big on the pop now. They didn't used to be. They have whole shelves of just pop. So
it's great, like whole walls. Yeah, like the Merry Minstrel from Haunted Mansion was another Hot Topic exclusive. So that's the other thing. Like they'll do exclusives that are essential to, like, if you're a completionist and you need to have the entire line of any collection, sometimes you'll have to go to a specific store. So like I mentioned how the contest got me the whole line of Beauty and the Beast live action Funkos, except for Belle in like her normal blue dress, which was a Walmart exclusive. So like I had to go to Walmart to get her.
So you won an entire collection, except
for Belle in the blue dress. Yeah. And
Oh,
then a couple
Walmart.
months later, I just saw her in Walmart and thought, wait a second, I don't have that. I need it.
And home she came.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other cool thing is that Hot Topic will also do diamond collections, which is like something that's very like it's a hot ticket commodity for some folks. I personally, I don't love diamond collections because I feel like a lot of them are just unnecessarily glittery. And I'm not a fan of the glitter, but for the Evil Queen, I felt like it was super appropriate because like Evil Queen, it's all about vanity and lavishness. And again, from my perspective, I'm looking at them mostly for just like, oh, I love her. I'm looking at them for like how will they photograph, and so this was one case where the diamond I could go for, but yeah, Hot Topic likes their diamond collections.
So all they are the diamonds. They just look like they've been painted with diamond, like sparkly paint, right? They're not like bedazzled with like Swarovski crystals or something.
I hope they are. I can sell this for so much. But no, I think it's literally just like they dipped it in glue and then dipped it in sparkles and like diamond, and then they put the sticker on it. So it was worth a lot more.
Those are ones I don't have. I don't have any diamond collection. And then there's also one that's like fuzzy. What's the fuzzy one called?
So the fuzzy, so that is flocked. So I've got the flocked.
That's what it is
right there. Yeah, and it's the exact same model or the same mold as the not flocked. Oops. Except the difference is that, yeah, it's fuzzy.
Oh, wow.
See. Yeah, so it's textured.
Huh.
I love that he has little teeth. How cute is he?
No, he's adorable.
See, the thing about Pops is you look at them from a distance and you're like, oh, that's cute. But once you take them out of the box, you see little details that the artist came up with when they sculpted them. And you're just like, yes, yes. Thank goodness they added that feature, because some of them you have to get real close to really see the detail.
Oh yeah, the detail work on a lot of them is incredible. Like this one that I got recently, this is one of the like bigger Pops right now because it was supposed to be a Comic-Con exclusive. It's Yzma as a cat from Emperor's New Groove, and she has this really cool, like really detailed little potion vial. And oh, it's so cool. Like it actually looks like there's stuff inside of it. I love it.
Yeah, and I didn't realize your Snow White that you had on Insta came with the birdie.
Yeah, she has a little birdie on her finger.
I'm so glad they gave her a little birdie, because that's just, it's like a little addition that they can do to just up it a notch, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's like the main thing. I'm pretty sure when Pops started, they were all variants of this model. This is Marty McFly from Back to the Future. He has a DeLorean too, but that's not important right now. And they were just all like variants of this exact pose where they were just standing with like their arms in little fists and arms out. Yep, exactly like that. And then just the two eyes and whatever, and the nose. But then as time has gone on, then they just started adding more detail work on the clothes, but then also the poses. And I think that's really what started to sell me on starting to collect them, was when I noticed, like, for example, Tiana here, like she's posed like she's in some kind of kinetic motion, which makes them so much more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they also got creative with them. If I'm going to share a horror film for a second,
mm-hmm.
Charlie, if you're watching, don't look. It's a Demogorgon from Stranger Things, but it's got these itty bitty claw fingers.
Oh my gosh.
So they really, really broke the mold. And the same thing from Stranger Things is they went as much as to really give her like an Eggo waffle, for those of you who watch Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
So they've really added these details that just make them.
Yeah, and I think that's also something that's really hot within their chase variants. Like, I wasn't really a collector of anything before, well, it's been a long time, but I haven't been a collector in my adult years since the Funkos, and like I had to learn what chase variants were, which I know is kind of big in the pin community as well. And it's like,
okay, so for those of us who aren't collectors, what is the chase variant?
The way it works within Funko, at least, is that when they release a new figure, 1 in every 6 will have something like special or different about it. I don't actually have any chases, but the closest I do have is, this is a Gilderoy Lockhart. Oh yeah, is Dark a chase?
Yeah, he's most of them came with his face closed,
right?
And very few came with his mouth open.
Yes.
And you didn't know what you were getting till you got it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like gambling, which is fun and
right.
Scary.
I was going to say it's kind of like getting a black kyber crystal.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
All
exactly like getting a black kyber crystal.
That one I got.
Yes.
So and I actually did get a black kyber crystal.
You did?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I want one.
Incredible.
I used the Force.
Wow.
Send it to me.
No, I don't even have a lightsaber, but
my lawyer actually has it.
Your lawyer. Have your lawyer call me.
You don't want to. He charges too much. That's why I had to pay in kyber crystal.
That's the way to do it.
What were you showing us, Matt?
Oh,
what was that?
You Gilderoy Lockhart. No, like this is the closest I have to a Chase because the normal figure is just in his brown outfit, but I got him in his Ravenclaw blue.
Oh, yes. I forgot I could show the box.
Oh, yeah. Does it have the sticker, the Chase sticker?
No, it doesn't. Why doesn't it?
It doesn't. That's weird.
You know what? I would write the company and get your
sticker.
Yes,
get your sticker sent to you.
That came full circle way too quickly. Know, right? Usually I have to wait at least a week.
Huh. Maybe it was false advertising.
Oh, maybe. That's unfortunate.
But I remember because I bought a couple of them and I kept returning them because I only wanted the one with his teeth. I didn't want the one with his face closed.
Ooh, that's the way to do it. I haven't actually thought of that. Like, there aren't any Chases I've really wanted except for right now they're releasing like a second line of the Haunted Mansion Funkos, and they're doing the stretching room portraits. And it's almost an evil move that you have to get the Chase variant to get the like figures in their stretched portrait form. So like to get the full like guy on the barrel, to get the barrel, that's the Chase. Otherwise, you just get him standing on like nothing. I know. Like,
are you going to buy those? I haven't purchased them yet.
It's trickier just in Canada because it's harder to order off of HotTopic.com. Even though we have Hot Topics all over the place here, there's no Canadian site. So I've tried to order, but then they're like, we can't ship to Canada right now because it's on pre-sale, and Chases generally don't show up in the stores. So I've kind of just accepted that I need to hope for some kind of Funko miracle to get those guys.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not in the store, so I guess there's no point in me running to the mall.
Well, sometimes they are in the stores. From what I've read and what I understand, like it's really difficult to find the Chases in the stores because if they're being unpacked by like people who work at the stores that are Funko collectors, they'll probably
then they're going to buy
them for themselves. Or there's people. Apparently, there are really intense Funko collectors who go as far as like monitoring when the stores will get in their shipment so that they're there like at rope drop for the store to just like book it and just like get it right off the shelf as soon as that.
I love that we're so ingrained in Disney that you just called that rope drop.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Not store opening, rope drop.
Yeah, rope drop. Well, let's move on a little bit to how you display your collection. Now, a lot of us with, lives and whatnot, not a Funko, but I have my Mr. Toad back here that I'm working on putting shelves behind me, but that's kind of my thing there. But do you have them out of the box? Do you have them, in plastic, or do you have a display case? How do you guys show off your collections?
Nina?
My whole house is tiki, if you can't tell. So any of my pops that are tiki.
Wait, where's the Dole Whip?
They didn't come out with one. So my tikis are out on display on a tiki shelf. And then since Jungle Cruise is tiki adventurish, he's also out. I call him Skipper Larry because why not? And the kids have some in their display, but I haven't put any of them out yet. But I was looking on Etsy.com, and I don't know if you've done this yet, Matt. They have pops on Etsy.com, and they have these people that make their own display shelves. Oh. So I saw one for Princess Leia with the Rebel insignia on the back. Ooh. And it attaches to your wall, and it has this little circle shelf, so they can just sit like on the shelf, and then the insignia is kind of like a halo behind.
Oh, nice.
And you can hang them like across the wall. which I'm not going to do like all of them, but I would love in my office to just have, because Leia is like my little theme girl, to just have Leia kind of out, kind of like your favorite one on display. So I was going to look at that. Mickey Girl says, you display some in the boxes, some out of the boxes. My thing is dusting. I hate dusting. So I really don't want to put them all out of the box and constantly dust.
Let's say, how do they hold up to a leaf vac?
I haven't tried it yet. They're pretty durable. I feel like they'd hold their own. Yeah, no,
I totally unbox mine. I'm not trying to resell
Speaking
them.
of that, I was just going to ask about the whole box thing. Because any of the collector shows that you ever watch and that kind of thing, the box is very important, which also means that sticker would be really important. So
you got to save the box.
Well, yes, but do you unbox them or do you box them? Now, Nina,
I unbox.
Nina, you said that you unbox some of them, but some of them stay in. Matt, how about you?
Yeah,
and then we'll go back to how you display.
Ooh, okay. No, I'm pretty much the same. Like I would never throw away any of the boxes. I'm not, well, I don't want to say I'm not precious about them, but like inevitably when you take them out of the box, which I do pretty frequently just to take pictures, like there's going to be some bending that happens. And like, I'm personally okay with that. But like for me, the box is part of the design appeal, but I also really like how they look out of the box as well. So it really kind of depends on the pop. Like I just, my living room was just redone. So I'm right now in the process of like popifying the 2 shelves that I have and figuring out a way to have them out of the box, because I do like how they look when they're free, but there's a whole bunch of different ways that I've seen on Instagram and on Pinterest about how people like utilize the box for their displays to like segue into the next part of the question. So some of them will have, well, let's see, there's one I have out of the box already. So some people will have them on display with like it turned to the side and then the pop just in front of it, so you can still appreciate the cartoon character right there. I've seen some displays where they have them on the side and then displayed like sitting up on top, just like that, which I think is really cool. And the really great thing with the design for the box is that like there's something really visually appealing about every side of it for the most part. So any way that you opt to display it, if you utilize the box, just because that's a constant with the design across all the different lines. Like I've got my mouse here. Like if you just do it this way, like that's cool. If you do it like this, that's fun too.
Have you ever noticed, Matt, that some of them come with a removable background?
Yes, I love those. Those are so much fun. Let's see.
So then you can have your own little backdrop.
Yeah, there's one of the Mad Tea Party here that comes with the teacups.
What is that one of?
It's basically, I think it's of the Disneyland version of the ride. Let me see if I can get it.
That's cool.
I don't know. It kind of looks like in the box, it looks like the Disneyland or Disney World because it's got a cover on it. It would just be the top of the box as the cover.
Yeah. And then Jungle Cruise is the actual ride animals, but cartoony. Oh, I got it. Oh, here it is. They have it on the back. That's what it looks like.
Nice. Yeah, I still need to get the Jungle Cruise. That's top of my list.
It's still there. I check every day.
Now I'm going to ask, I know pin trading is huge. Is there Funko trading? I have no clue, so I'm just kind of, do people trade them or is it just mainly for sale?
Yeah, I don't think it's a part of park culture, but it's not something that I've done, but it is definitely a thing. Okay. It's not super common, but on a lot of the Funko buy sell trade groups that I'm part of, like, well, buy sell trade, people when they're looking for something, they'll offer up like 1 or 2 things that they have in their collection, and they'll say, for example, like, I have the park exclusive Alice, and I'm looking to either sell her for PPG pricing or to trade her, and I'm in search of, and then you'll just list like 2 or 3 more rare Funkos with an equatable value to the one that you're offering up that you could trade. But it's more of a like transactional thing as opposed to a fun part of the culture like it is with pin trading.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Now you've been mentioning PPG.
Yes.
So what is that?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Here we go. So PPG is the Pop Price Guide, and so I'm going to pull up the app.
Back, a million years ago, I would have the top baseball cards, and there was a magazine that you would go through. And yes, I'm really dating myself right now. There was a magazine that you would go through and check out the actual like price that a given card would be worth in different qualities. Now, is that the same type of thing with the pop price guide?
Yep, that's pretty much exactly what it is. It's updated live. So there's a Funko app.
Oh wow!
I know. See, so you open it up, and then you can input your collection, and then I'm not 100% sure that this is how it works, but I think it is that it has bots basically that are constantly scouring the internet to see what any given Funko Pop is selling for across like eBay, Facebook, and other retailers, Amazon and whatever, then averaging that out to tell you what you should be paying for that pop if you're buying it like from a not retail place basically. So when you have somebody who's selling online or on Facebook, for example, they'll just say PPG pricing, then you just go onto the app and then type it in and then see how much it's worth on any given day. And then the really fun thing with the app is that you can put in your collection and then it'll tell you the value of your collection. And then it kind of turns into like the stock market. So yeah, the other day I was visiting my mom and then I was just saying like, oh yeah, so this Funko that you got me 2 weeks ago, its price just went up. So like now it's up to $35. And then when you bought it from me, it was at 20. And then she said, you're basically playing the stock market. I was like, yes, I am.
Now, okay, speaking of that, you've got for us Americans, you've got the NASDAQ, which usually has a return of about 8%. We're going to go into now, investment talk. Have you put your entire collection in the app?
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay. Now, without saying anything, have you what is your, or if you've tracked it, what is your return? What is your ROI?
Ooh, I have. I really wish I wish I had been better at keeping track of what I had paid for everything. I know that I haven't paid as much as apparently my collection is worth.
Okay.
And that's mostly because I've like a lot of them I really lucked out on, mostly through like the princess line that I found when I first started collecting. Like I found them all at a discount store in a mall that was kind of local to me in Toronto. And like the Tiana Pop here that I got, like I think I paid $4 for her and now she's up to 55 according to the app. I know.
Wow.
And then like some of the ones I'll win and then every once in a while I'll buy them on PPG pricing. But yeah, like I can't necessarily say that I've made money off of them because I don't think I'm ever going to sell them, but I haven't lost money.
Well, that's my dad's thing with the stock market is even if the stock price goes down, if you don't sell it, you haven't lost.
True.
Because it always has the potential to go back up.
Yeah.
So, but so if you were to liquidate, you would probably end up, in the positive, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like he has one right now on his shelf that's one of my grails that I really, really want, and it's over $100 right now on eBay, and I want it, or on Amazon, and I want it really bad. But he didn't pay $100 for that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check in the app. So in the app, at least in Canada right now, the Kevin with Up House, I bought that from my mom's neighbor actually, who was selling off her Disney Funko collection, which was very convenient and very dangerous for me. And
so wait, did you look like the meme from oh boy, they shut up and take my money?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's yeah. Shut up and take my money.
Just take it. Yeah. So we're talking pricing. Yeah. So I got this. It was $80, which I can't remember what the PPG pricing was at the time, but right now PPG pricing, and I'm speaking in Canadian dollars, is at $172.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this set is worth a lot of money right now too. Mm-hmm. And I got it when it came out. It was a Disneyland exclusive. And I'm not sure how much it's worth now, but
I will let you know. Hold on.
I definitely made my money on that one.
Now I just found that one. I did a quick search because that's one of Little Man's favorite rides. I did find it for $55.
Which one?
The Tiki and Barker Parrot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was on Amazon for almost a couple hundred.
Wow.
So in other words, I should buy this, and it's out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now on the app, it's listed at $66 Canadian.
Amazon, you are overpriced because I looked. Well, then never mind. Mine's not worth anything.
It's worth $66. That's almost an up house in Canada.
I really want that up house.
Oh, it's so cool. It's one of the only ones I haven't taken out yet, but I have a whole plan for like my up house photo shoot. Oh, I love the witch. Oh, okay, wait, we have to talk.
Isn't she worth? She's worth more money now, isn't she?
I think so. She is worth.
Look at how cute she is with her apple.
Oh, I love that apple. And then the really awesome thing that I realized after I bought the witch and the queen in one transaction, is that the queen has the apple pre-poisoning in her same hand.
And then this is post-poisoning.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, she's at 41
Zoom in.
ppg right now. But I'm so happy I found, for the longest time, I've wanted the full 7 dwarf collection, and I finally found them. So I have them. I have all the dwarfs now.
You need to display those.
Oh, I fully plan to. I did a full field trip photo shoot with them yesterday. And I think the reason I love the Snow White collection is because there's so much additional detail on the figures to what you normally get in a Funko Pop. They have the mouth, they have the detailing in the noses and the beards and everything, which is something that you tend to see a lot more with I don't know what the right word is. I want to say character role type people. So normal humans just have the standard 2 black circles and then the tiny nose, Tiana or Alice here, this. But then or Vanessa. But then more often than not, if it's more of a cartoony character, then you get the full facial features, which makes them that much more unique and fun to look at.
So we're gonna ask a personal question.
Okay.
This is like Kenny Rogers and the Gambler. You never count your money at the table. But do you count your Funko Pops, and how many do you have in total?
Well, the nice thing with the app is that I don't have to count them because the app does it for me.
There you go.
Yes. And so in the realm of Funko collectors, oh my gosh, Wally. He's so cute.
I'm so distracting.
Squirrel.
Oh, I really want the upline too. I mean, I have Kevin, so there you go. No, so in the world of Funko collectors, I don't have that many, and I say that meaning in the Instagram Funko photography community, you'll log onto someone's profile and it's a normal thing to have the pop count at the top in the bio, and they'll be 741 or 825. Since I kind of limit myself and I don't have a ton of money, I only have 119.
Only.
I have this many.
5?
50.
Matt, she's not going to have you and I together again because we just gang up on her.
Oh, I was also questioning my ability to count.
So, well, I've got a big fat goose egg of them. We've already discovered that. So, let's see here. We're almost at an hour, so we'll kind of.
Should I do an unboxing?
Yes.
Oh, I believe our guest would like you to unbox that.
Oh,
so,
wait. Actually, I want to see it. I've had a good track record with predicting what people will get with the Disney subscription. What was the?
It's like Madame Leota now in the crystal ball.
Yes.
I'll give you a hint. It is a Disney subscription, but I don't know if they will only send Disney if I have liked non-Disney pops.
They should only send Disney if you're subscribed specifically to Disney. Remind me, what was the
so
first
that only
one
narrows it down to 1,000.
Yeah. What was the first one you got in your subscription?
I've got Vanessa and Shank.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Ariel in her blue dress doing this at the end, awkwardly walking with her arms open on the beach. Scissors.
I feel like we need a drum roll or something. Yeah. Matt, both of us can't pass out, so.
All right, you guys ready?
Here it is.
Oh, I was wrong, but I'm glad I was because this one's amazing. You got such a good one.
Now, I didn't ask for this.
Oh.
Do they send you ones you don't ask for?
You didn't ask for it?
No.
I think your nose is growing.
Did you thumbs down it? I feel like they only don't send it to you if you thumbs down it. If you're neutral on it, I think it's kind of fair game.
All right, so explain what you guys are talking about right now with the subscription and the thumbs up and thumbs downing.
Oh yeah. So
for
on
those
Pop
of
in a
us
Box,
who are not in the know.
It's exclusive.
It is. So on the Pop in a Box, you can go through their catalog, and then with every single pop, you have the option to say, I want this, which is thumbs up. I don't want this, which is thumbs down. Or you can add it to your Pop in a Box collection. And then the appeal with the subscription service is that they're aware of the ones that you already have, so they won't send you ones that you already have in your collection. And they say that they won't send you the ones that you thumbs down. The implication is that they'll only send you ones that you have thumbs up, except if Nina did not have him thumbs up, I'm inclined to believe that they consider it fair game to send you ones that you're neutral on.
Well, Jiminy Cricket, there's a lot to learn.
There is. Now, be careful with him because I dropped him when I tried to take a picture and Jiminy snapped off. I know, except it was a clean snap because I was able to, literally his little body just snapped out of, the hole that his feet were holding. So I just, was able to, he just went right back into
reattach.
Good. Yeah.
Why is he frowning?
Oh, because he's unimpressed with Pinocchio's lies. Because Pinocchio's not listening to his conscience.
That
I'm not a real boy.
is detailed.
It's so detailed. Yeah, actually, one of my
totally
favorite
frowning. He's like,
oh, he's angry.
Oh yeah,
so
in the movie, he's absolutely angry.
Mm-hmm.
He's mad.
He is. No, I love this one because you get 2 pops for the price of 1. You get a tiny, tiny Jiminy and then Pinocchio as well.
I don't know how to put him back without destroying him.
Yeah, that's always kind of the thing with these. How do they get back in the box?
Because my kids are going to reopen it in the morning.
Oh, fun. Don't tell them what it is. It'll be fun.
I waited till they were in bed.
Smart.
So while you're trying to put them back together, well, this is Humpty Dumpty now too.
Yeah.
So Matt, well, because she's concentrating really hard, do you think the box subscriptions are worth it?
I think they absolutely are. Well, it depends on why you're collecting in the first place. For my purposes, it's absolutely worth it because I thumbs down all the Disney characters that I just know I don't want. I'm not a Nightmare Before Christmas person, for example. So I know I'm not going to get a Nightmare Before Christmas pop. But yeah, if you're interested in any specific franchise, it's just a great way to grow your collection. And then the really awesome thing, I'll use this as an example. Since I'm not a dog person, I'm a cat person through and through. There's no way I would have shelled out the money for the Pongo and Perdita 2-pack. But because I was in the subscription, I got the 2-pack, which again is supposed to be I think $40 for the price of a single Funko. And I love 101 Dalmatians, and I was able to get some really great photos of these two because they're adorable. Look at them.
Oh yeah.
How can you not love those puppy faces?
I'm on you with the cat thing. I'm surprised you can't hear mine sometimes in the background of the lives.
I sensed there was a cat. I sensed the cat.
That's just the fur on my shirt.
But no, I think the subscriptions are a great way if you're just dedicated to growing a collection of a specific franchise or even just growing a Funko Pop collection because it's a way to add to your collection in ways that you wouldn't necessarily make the effort to add yourself.
So in starting to wrap up a little bit, is there any of them that you regret getting? Or were given that you're like, oh, thanks. Thanks. And just hopefully those people aren't watching currently.
I don't think so for the most part.
Which I did get a text message from my lawyer saying that I owe him more kyber crystals for something.
Oh,
I don't.
Ooh.
So yeah.
I will say that I was disappointed to find out some of my Star Wars ones when I bought them. I didn't read the fine print, and I don't want bobbleheads.
Yeah, that is the kind of tricky thing, is that all Star Wars and all Marvel pops are bobbleheads, which I think is a licensing agreement with, I believe, Hasbro. I'm not positive, but yeah, any Marvel, any Marvel or Star Wars Funko is going to be a bobblehead, which sometimes it's just fun to see how they get around that with the droids. So somehow
Right.
droids don't even have heads, but they make them bobble. And the Han Solo, like frozen in carbonite, which I was convinced wouldn't be a bobblehead because it's just like a little bit of a head poking out of the carbonite. Like it's a forward bobble, so it's a tiny spring like facing forward, and his head bobbles like side to side.
Okay. Number one, that they have carbonite. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But number two, they made it a.
Well, they have a new one that I
feel about that.
They have a new one that I really want, which is Mandalorian, holding the baby Yoda, the child. It's on Pop in a Box's website. It's for order, but I'm afraid to get it because I'm afraid it's going to be a bobblehead. And even though I love it.
Hey, Nina, this is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, the other thing with the Star Wars is that they're all on bases as well as being baubles. So,
yeah, which is annoying.
Yeah, especially just, again, because my main thing is that I like taking pictures of them. So if I'm taking pictures ever of a Star Wars bobblehead, I need to figure out a way to mask the bottom. Yeah, so grass, it is usually grass. But yeah, no, I have never had a Funko that I have not enjoyed getting. Except, well, I guess I received another Pop in the Box subscription yesterday, and it was Buzz Lightyear as Mrs. Nesbit with like the broken arm off. And again, I feel like kind of like Nina, I don't think I thumbs up it. And also, it came like 2 days after I got my giant Alien remix, so it was kind of oh, that's cute, but I mean, it's no 10-inch Alien.
No, I think
actually
that would be
thumbs down that one.
Which
I
one?
think that would be a little bit of a surprise for the 10-inch.
Yes. Oh, it's great.
I'm not upset, but like there were so many Pops that I thumbs up. Why didn't I get one of those?
Yeah, I feel like they go through cycles, or I think that's something that Brittany said on Walt Life, Salt Life, that they seem to go through cycles of like what they'll send out. And evidently, yeah, I guess if it's not thumbs down, then it's just kind of all fair game.
It's just very interesting because they don't explain that on the website. And because this is only our second month, and both of them have been exclusives. And after watching your video, when you got your exclusive, I knew to go in and X out the exclusives I didn't want because I didn't want to get stuck with something wasn't something I would purposely collect or buy myself.
Right.
But I'm just kind of shocked with the hundreds that I said I wanted. I get Pinocchio, even though, believe me, I love him. I'm not going to return him or anything, but I'm just curious. I know.
Oh.
I'm just curious why they didn't send me, say, the alien dressed up as Woody, which I did select I wanted.
Yeah, I think towards the beginning, I'm also assuming that they have more of a surplus of the exclusives, and also since they sell at like a slightly higher price point, I assume that from their end is like killing two birds with one stone, because like, oh look, you get an exclusive that's worth a little bit more money, but also we're slowly clearing out our warehouse because maybe sales aren't going as well on Pinocchio and Mini Jiminy Cricket, because I think that one now is probably like almost 1.5 years, 2 years old ish. So they might be trying to just, share the love, i.e. clear out the warehouse space.
And it's also another way to get me to pay out of pocket additionally for the new ones that I want, because I'm not going to get those if they're trying to clear out the warehouse.
Yeah. It's my theory.
It's interesting theory because, like I said, this is only month 2, and we only started because of your video. So the kids and I are like, it's all funsies. We don't know what we're getting, and we're not going to, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, kind of thing.
Right.
But I was curious because with all the ones we liked, I did not, and I didn't like Vanessa either. It's not that I don't like her, but I didn't select her.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right, so let's do we're going to do a little bit of a lightning round here to kind of finish up here, and we're going to talk about your favorites.
Okay.
All right. So what is of your collection, or that you may want, what is your favorite princess? We've got Leia, the Cinnabon Leia.
Let's see. So for me, okay, I have this Tiana. There's another Tiana that I don't think I'm going to get anytime soon, because in the last like 2 weeks, her price on the PPG has gone up to like $100. But there's Tiana in like her green lily pad dress, and she comes with a little frog Naveen. And I love Naveen. Like Naveen is, if I was
It's a little
cosplayer,
Naveen?
yeah, there's a little Naveen as a frog. And like if I was a cosplayer, I would cosplay Naveen all the time because he, like myself, is ethnically ambiguous, and I love that. And so yeah, I want that. I want Tiana and Frog Naveen.
All right. Favorite hero?
Hercules. I
Nina?
don't think I have him within reach, but yeah, Hercules.
I'm not a huge hero person. Not
All right.
sure.
Let's go to villain then.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, for me, it's probably her as well. I think. Do I have her over? She's somewhere over there. It would be a
Where's
tie
my daughter?
between the witch. Oh, and Hades. Hades is really cool because he has kind of translucent flame hair.
He does.
Which is really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
All right. Sidekick.
Oh,
He's not a sidekick, but
Wally.
Wally.
Gus
Aw.
and Slipper.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
How about non-Disney?
Here we go.
Oh. I know I've showed him already 1,000 times.
Audrey 2.
I almost got her.
She's so cool.
Is that
Same thing.
Little
teeth.
Shop?
Yeah,
Little Shop.
Feed me, Simo.
Feed me now.
All right. Favorite Disney?
Currently?
Cat and Teacup.
That one is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I gotta love the tiki bird.
In the tiki, 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 tiki.
Tiki room.
All
Copyright.
right. And Harry Potter.
Is that Yule Ball Hermione? Nice. Yeah,
Look at her
better
hair. The
Oh.
detail in the hair.
And it's so tiny too.
Because she's a keychain.
Love it. Awesome. Yeah, I've got to go Gilderoy Lockhart because first off, Ravenclaw, which I am, and there are hardly any Ravenclaws featured in that whole series, so take what you can get. And also Kenneth Branagh and Shakespeare, so have to.
All right. How about Star Wars?
Ooh. Hold on.
Oh, mine's the same.
Hey, that's fine.
They have an updated one, but again, it's a bobblehead, so I won't buy it. But I want Leia in her normal dress.
BB-8 Funko.
BB-8.
Yeah.
Thumbs upping.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right, and other.
Other.
Random.
So out of the ones that we've named off, one that you like that I haven't called out.
Okay.
So something I do, and I don't know, I've gotten tons of compliments on it, is I buy the keychains.
Mhm.
And so this is Forky. And I put them on the zipper pull of my hoodies.
That
and I
is
swap them
brilliant.
out. So the reason he's not in here is because he's currently on my hoodie.
Well, I know what I'm doing when hoodie season comes back.
I was saying, Nina, it's even where we are in the Midwest, it's been 90 degrees.
I have a problem,
Oh, they're so cute.
right?
Now, are they only Toy Story for the keychains, or are there other ones?
Oh, yeah. I have Wally.
Oh, okay. So it was just the fact that you only had the
Those are the ones
Toy
that are
Story
out. But
keychain.
I must own like 8 different hoodies, and they all have a different zipper pull. And then I just throw them in the washing machine, and they don't break, and they're fine. But Forky's the one I get the most compliments on.
Oh my gosh.
It's like taking my pop with me daily.
That's amazing. And they hold up to the elements in the washing machine, okay? That's so cool.
Forky hasn't broken yet, and he's
Trash.
fragile with his little
Yeah.
Trash.
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 I put him through the washing machine like he's trash.
Trash.
What were you showing us, Matt?
Yeah. This is my other. It's the Coca-Cola bear.
Oh.
Now I'm assuming, did you get that down at like Disney Springs in the Coca-Cola area, or did you find that somewhere else?
I had to. I probably could have gotten him at the Coke store, but I didn't get really big into Funko collecting until like literally 2 or 3 weeks after my Disney trip. I found him from one of the people that I buy from off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not that we've talked Funko Pop out by any means, but we gotta, leave room for round 2 if we're going there. Obviously. So, but what we normally do to end our
before we do that.
Yes. Wait, there's more. It's Ron Popeil. If you order now.
I had to remember what I was going to say. I'm just reminding anyone who's watching that Nick and I still need to discuss this a little bit. Nick, me and you. Next month. Yeah. Next month, for the month of September, we are doing a huge 4-week-long extravaganza, kind of fantasy football-like, but with Disney princesses, Disney heroes, Disney villains, and Disney sidekicks.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are going to battle it out to find out who is the ultimate princess, villain, sidekick, and hero. And we may even discuss how that would look like in a movie. I don't know. So we have a few guests who are interested in coming along, but of course we are always interested in more guests. But as for the month of September, that's what we are doing, right, Nick?
Correct. And much like Matt had the, Genie was the ultimate, or Robin Williams was the ultimate genie. And so you were going to have to fight down for number 2 and below. We are going to be doing that for Disney characters.
Fun.
Starting next week, because September is almost here.
How did that happen already?
I don't know.
Besides that, we've been in quarantine for ever.
And my kids start school in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, what the? It's not real school, it's virtual school, but it's still a what the?
It's still school.
It's still school of some sort. So, Well, with that being said, we will do with that being said, I'll do my normal here. If you guys haven't already, please like this video and then go check out all of our channels. Yeah. The description or the links to our channels will be down below. And please go out and, subscribe to our channels and get this all the time. So with that being said, Matt, what we normally do is what is coming up next on our channels.
That's exciting. So I've got a couple potentials on the back burner. I want to do a series that kind of breaks down how I take Funko photographs as kind of a masquerade way of me just talking about photography and like visual storytelling and how to compose an image and tell a story just through a single image and through a frame. I also want to do I want to revive this short-lived series I had during my Disney trip called Matt Reviews Disney Foods, but I want to find Disney foods in Southern Ontario, mostly just because the ice cream shop around the corner for me sells Dole Whip. But beyond that, I just want to find a pretzel somewhere, find a caramel apple, and then compare it. And then, and then there's going to be, I'm going to continue my top 5 Shakespeare movies. So I did my 5 favorite Shakespeare movies, but I'm going to do 5 Shakespeare-inspired movies, like 10 Things I Hate About You, She's the Man, etc., etc. So a lot of weird stuff that has nothing to do with each other. That's what my channel is, so come check it out.
All right. Excellent. Well, on my channel coming up, we just did what is different at the baby care centers now that the park has reopened. So that's a couple-minute video. Well, it's about 6 actually, because there are some differences within the baby care centers. So we just released that one. What's coming up next is I believe I'm going to be doing how to get out of the heat at each park. So the longest rides in the parks, which may or may not be good for, that may be one of them. May or may not be good for napping. And I'm not just talking the the 1-year-old. I'm talking about the larger adults. So that is, I believe, if I remember right, about a 10.5-minute ride. So that might be on the list, may not be on the list. You'll have to watch and find out. So that's what's coming up on mine. Nina, how about you?
Well, I was going to do a pop in the box unboxing, but apparently, oops, that happened. Right. Oops. No, in all seriousness, as you guys know, I just got back from Disney like last week. So I put up my travel day video, which kind of blew up. So thank you for all of you people who watched what the airport looks like, what the plane looks like, and what Magical Express looks like right now. I just put up my Epcot video, which is growing. So thank you so much for that. That one shows you all the safety procedures and the changes that are happening right now. So I'm going to upload part 2 of that, where the family eats at Rosencrown. And then I am going to do a little tour of our resort, which was Animal Kingdom Kidani Village. And then I will go back through and do the rest of the park. So a lot of that coming up. But the next video after Epcot number 2 will be my merchandise haul. Because as you guys know, I like to shop. And I spent way too much money with my 30% annual pass holder discount.
No such thing as too much money.
That was dangerous, because I was there when they announced it going to 30%. So yeah, that foolish mortal.
Already on my feetsies. And I bought these.
Well, fantastic. Now, we also do our traditional goodbyes, Matt.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit difficult for you, because your subscribe button isn't going to be where it is normally, but we'll have you do your normal goodbye on your video.
Oh, okay. Wow. I do it every video. I can't even think of what it is right now. Okay, well, friends, that concludes yet another episode of Teacup for One. If you want to hear me talk even more about Funko Pops or Disney or Shakespeare or occasionally cats and droids, please remember to subscribe to the channel. It's super easy. All you need to do is click on my face, and then that's when I would have the logo appear on my face. Then I would lean out like this and say, "Thanks for joining us again, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and that's the T cup for 1. Go back and then wait 2 seconds, then lean back out. Go away."
All right. Mine is
Mickey girls. Sorry, she.
Not a problem. Mine is, well, thank you everybody for joining, and we'll see you real soon. Nina.
All right. I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. Please make sure you check out our channels, but especially Teacup for One, because I am telling you, you will not be upset for checking that out. And of course, please subscribe to us all. Don't forget Matt and Nick and me. But how I check out, first I got to thank Matt. Thanks for coming on, Matt.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Oh,
we were so excited to have you on, and we'd love to have you on again. So just
please
let us know whenever.
I'm free all the time.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
All right, guys. So thanks for stopping by. Mahalo for watching, guys. Nina out. That's how we say goodbye.